2. Let's see if they have a solution to it in Game 3. Final game between BTR and Flash SG. Stage is yours, gentlemen. Let's see best team win.
Thanks, Husky. Now, BTR, this time, they're coming back. They've already had a huge lead in the previous matchup. They want to show that they are going to stand above the rest. But Flash SG are still, despite not being able to qualify for the playoffs, they want to play for mass respect on the blue side as they take on their opponents. Bigatron Alpha once again on the red side.
Taking words out of my mouth. It's all about understanding. You're gonna play for respect, take down Bigatron Alpha, and that's what Singapore is playing for. Bigatron Alpha, though, on the other hand, I think their lineup is very comfortable to them, but looking at how Flash Singapore is rotating around, look at the top side, though. You see Curtisi already up there. Flicker already used up by EMAN, so they're pushing the pressure. It's a weak loss by GPL. Light looking to knock him up, but JPL keeping himself alive with a Revitalize.
Very early Revitalize as well. These early rotations coming in from Flash Singapore, they're trying to create openings and more importantly, alleviating the pressure coming out from Bongski's side. He knows that it's a difficult matchup against the Granger, and regardless, Hades, he's going to take his time. He's not going to be able to snowball until he starts hitting level 4. On the opposite side, it's not much. It's just a sandbag contest, and you don't expect Ken to get too involved into these matches until he hits level 4. More importantly, once he gets his Thunder Belt.
Light is such a smart player. Right now, he is mirroring what JPL likes to do, especially in the first game with his Gatot. Just sitting in the jungles, identifying where Hades is at all times. But look at the bottom side. Supercam making the first rotations down. Doesn't see JPL as of now. The Shadow will latch onto Luke. Waiting onto that Shadow kill, but he won't be able to commit. It's a passive move by Flash Singapore.
Yep. And more so, Bigatron Alpha are just trying to, bait and switch as much as they can.
Oh, Light with a knock-up onto Curtisi. The concussive blast won't be enough to take him out, but that's a pixel if I ever seen one.
Yep, and that does mean that Curtisi is going to miss out his level 4. He's not going to be walking back up to that wave, because if he does, he's dead. However, on the opposite side, Supercan getting chunked out hard by Ken. That's what you want to see, as first blood falls into the hands of Luke.
Oh, the turtle goes over the hands of Flash Singapore. He gets that steal, gets 2 members down as well, but nice little fist crack, try to push away Super Ken from the turtle pit. And that's the power of the Badang right here.
Yeah, Ken, he was able to get, both EXP ninjas are playing very, very well. However, there is going to be this initial proxy.
Ooh, here comes Hades though, with Shadow Kill onto Luke. Not enough damage to take him out. One more hit will do it.
He tried. Proxying the wave did come at a cost. Now, keep in mind that when we look at the emblems, Luke is opting to go for the Concussive Blast rather than the Brave Smite. It's all about lane priority. He wants to show up to these fights earlier than his counterpart Badang because he knows that Ken is eventually going to start farming Thunderbelt stacks off of him, so he wants to minimize his time in lane. Yeah,
Luke's been playing a heck of a game in the previous round where he was the enabler, he was the protector of EMAN, but it's still the early game. He needs to maintain the wave priority on his side as Ken is outplaying that bottom side.
Well, in the meantime, we've seen that the mid-trios are being very proactive on the map. Hades goes back onto his current jungle path, which is orange, into that purple buff. And the gold lane has basically been left untouched, right? We haven't seen too much interaction other than Curtisi blowing EMAN's flicker early on. After that, he has not shown back up into that lane.
There's a little bit of an enemy battle down here, but with diversion play, will it be on time though? Hades up the Shadow, will not reach his mark, but now cancel by the flicker. Smart move by Luke.
Nicely done.
Oh, the alley-oop over on that bottom side.
Yep.
Super Ken was just waiting.
He was waiting for those shadows, and now JPL unable to kind of cover him at this point of time. Really good stuff coming in from BTR. Luke understanding that there is a bit of a buffer time for the Oki shadow kill to actually happen.
Top side, Light applying a little bit of pressure onto Bongski. Don't want to get him ahead too much as the Lord spawning up at this point. Supercan already in position and waiting on to Hades. I don't think Supercore has what they have in them to contest for this one. They have the diversion, but will they want to use it?
Actually, they can. They did bring Badang pretty nearby. All they got to do is just lock Supercan down long enough for Hades to go for the steal. Oh!
Carpet's already out. JPL zoning out Moreno. Forced to use the Bat Swarm. Oh! Nice little flicker. They canceled the kick over, and Light's left all alone to take down one. But Luke is there, causing mayhem on the backside. Take out Curtisi, looking for more. And Luke still alive on this one. 1 piece on health. He is not afraid. He is still going. Lukey Luke, you might not flip bottles, but you can flip tables.
Oh, he's used all his bottle flipping luck in game rather than outside of game. Big mistake coming in from Flash Singapore. All just soaking up, getting nice and cozy.
Wait a second right here. Moreno caught in the spot. Bother right there. Away from the mat though. Unable to survive, but just barely. Here comes Super Ken yet again.
No way.
Blocking out all escape paths. Ken's hungry for blood. Using fist crack his last ditch effort to take Moreno out, but he gets taken out instead.
Oh goodness, this is starting to just devolve into chaos at this point. 5.7k lead coming in from Bigatron Alpha. We've seen Flash Singapore even out the scores, but without that mid-tier 1, it's going to be a little hard to do so since it's only been 5 minutes and 47 seconds into this game already, and they can't fall back into making bad habits. One of those bad habits is clumping up when Luke is right on top of him. Do not give him more value.
Man, this guy has so much confidence in his abilities. He was at like one more hit away before he fails, but he just keeps going. And because on Alpha, I think they find out the pattern already. They know where Curtisi is coming. They're getting concealed play, Light leading the charge. Luke trying to make something happen. Splashing for playing very passive on this one. They don't want to risk anything too much.
Beautiful stuff coming here for BTR. I think they probably could have walked up a little bit further to secure this tier 2. However, it's still 6 minutes, 30 seconds into the game, so there is that bit of protection, giving it more stats. So BTR don't want to waste too much time. They're just hoping to see if Flash Singapore is going to overextend.
This Hayabusa is starting to become a non-factor in Bigatron Alpha's eyes. Taking down most of the objectives, 7,000 gold lead in the 7-minute mark. Oh! They found a mark onto Bongski. Unfortunate, so unfortunate.
He did not react fast enough at all. He saw the Sanguine Claw. He still has his Purify. He thought, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Gets knocked up instantaneously, and then it was too late.
He got, crushed on by 3 members of Bigatron Alpha. And 1 more minute till the Lord spawns up. Bigatron Alpha looking hella strong, wiping out all of the turrets. The map is looking really red.
Yeah, but they're trying to make sure that they're not making too many mistakes here, right? They're not overextending as much as they did in game. Oh,
Luke a little bit too middle. Fist crack tries to lock him down in place. Can't escape. Glorious pathway just to block out all entrance. Smash Singapore tries to barely take down 1.
That was not intentional coming in from Luke. He just wanted to get a free stack, He just wanted to use the demonic force. He didn't expect Hades to quickly use Quad Shadow and send him into the enemy team.
Light understands. They see Light. They want to try to collapse onto him. Finds that diversion play. Going on to Light, the conceal play, JPL can't do much. Gets a stun up. Light is just delaying his inevitable doom unless...
Gets out. He had to use Conceal as well as his Flicker. That's a lot of resources in a free tier 2 on the opposite side of the map. So Light, again, the fact that he's able to bring 3 people, the whole team's attention to the bottom side of the map is a pretty big deal for Bigatron Alpha. Ideally, they would have liked to take the mid tier 2 as well, but hey, they've already got 1 on the top side of the map.
Yeah, but that buys a lot of time for EMAN. He's been busy taking down T2's top. So that's an open lane for the Lord that's spawning up in 30 seconds.
Big shmoneys for him. Big shmoneys. 3 items already complete with the Malefic Roar on top of it, and now looking for a 4th item. Oh boy, let's see how Flash Singapore is going to try to find that surgical engagement. We're hoping to find it sometime soon, but even so, they got to catch him on. Somehow, they got to catch Moreno as well. It's not going to be easy unless they are purely focused on trying to take this Mord away. Then they're looking at Super Ken, the Ken into the Super Ken matchup. He's just got to lock him down.
Look, it's so difficult for Curtisi at this point, just because Bigatron Alpha knows that they're going to use their version. They're just going to peer behind us, so let's just watch our backs, and it's not going to be a problem. EMAN and Moreno, they're in the middle. They're not playing from behind, and that's the tricky part about Flash Singapore's diversion now. Yeah,
and more importantly, they still have their mid-tier 1, and that's a guaranteed safe spot for BTR, so that's why they're hovering around it very often.
Oh, they find JPL, but he's going to prance away. Rattle away, but the diversion play is coming through. Light, they don't see this. They don't know where anyone is. JPL holding a mark on the backside, though.
Oh, they baited it!
Cross onto Hades, taking a little bit too much damage. The fist crack Locks top 4, but it's not enough as Ken goes down. EMAN takes down another. There's 2 members down for Flash Singapore. They're leading the charge. Make that 3. Hades, oh, that's a maniac. They want to go for the Savage.
Give it
the
to him!
first Savage of the SBS Season 6. Well done to EMAN.
Hell yeah, Bigatron Alpha wiping the entire team out. There is no holy defense here. EMAN gets a savage in this game and will take the first inhibitor as well.
They might end this off right now.
They can't.
Oh,
Everybody
okay.
is spawning. The next minion wave is coming out
Still
soon.
be patient. Still be patient.
gotta be
Yes, you got a
patient.
Savage, but don't let that get to your head.
Exactly. We saw what happens in game 1 and 2 where they disrespect their opponents and get a little sloppy, right? So that's why they're trying to keep this game nice and crisp, nice and clean.
Got a Sky Piercer, so that's a hefty stack if I ever seen one.
He's
It's EMAN. Yeah,
He's a big boy.
it's a big boy. Just one more kill, you might have been max stacks already.
Huge. At this point, 4-16. They've got the checkmate angle as well. 12k ahead of their opponents. With the Lord pushing in and a missing inhibitor, they can do whatever they want here as long as they don't clump up too close for Ken to make the play of a lifetime.
Bigatron Alpha. They've been in this position before, struggling to close these games out. The boom has already been popped as the Lord marching on the top side, struggling to take down these T3s, splashing for to desperately defending any saving grace for Flash Singapore at this point, Gideon.
I mean, they need BTR to group up very, in their cores especially, to get as close as possible so that Ken can catch them all with a single ability. That's what they need to happen. Oh my god!
Oh, they knocked down Ken though. Their dreams, oh god, as EMAN shuts him down as well. A lot of damage onto light. It looks like it's over. 4 members down, a wipeout, and wiping Flash Singapore's dreams of a playoff in the SPS. A victory goes over to Bigatron Alpha.
Crisp and clean.